I'm sure you've heard the story, new wine in old wineskins. But did you catch what it really means? Let's clear it up. Most Bibles just say new wine, but the Greek means young wine, wine that's still fermenting, expanding, and alive. The Today's Bible spells it out. Wine in the early stages of fermentation. Jesus' new teaching is active and growing. Old ways can't hold it. See the difference? If you're a Bible reader, you need to know this detail in Luke 6:11. Most Bibles get it wrong when they say they were filled with fury. Here's why it matters. The Greek word here means insanity, not just anger, but total madness. The Today's Bible nails it, filled with insanity. It shows how legalism can make people act irrationally, even against a miracle worker. That's a big difference most Bibles miss. Most Bibles say the officer was set under authority, but what does that mean? The Today's Bible explains it. It says he was arranged under the authority of the Roman emperor. He was under the emperor, and he had people under him. He understood the chain of command. He trusted that God works the same way. One word from Jesus could heal his servant. That's why this officer had the greatest faith in Israel. If you've always heard compassion but wondered if there's more, you're onto something. Let's dig in. Most Bibles say Jesus had compassion on the widow, but Today's Bible says sympathy. Here, the Greek word means Jesus felt it in his gut. Real, raw sympathy. It's not just kindness. It's feeling her pain, sharing her heartbreak. That's the hidden depth in Luke 7:13. Which word connects more with you? Why does Jesus sound so formal in most Bibles? That's not how he talked. Most Bibles use churchy words. Young man, arise. But Today's Bible says, young lad, get up. It's casual, direct, and way more real. Jesus spoke like a real person to real people. Get up. That's how you'd say it today. Sometimes a simple change makes the story hit home. In Luke 7:35, most Bibles say, wisdom is justified by all her children. But what does that even mean? The Today's Bible says, insight is proven to be right by all her children. The children of this insight show what the separatists and law experts really are. That's clear. Insight's results reveal the truth, exposing who's real and who's not. First, the separatists and law experts criticized John for not eating and not drinking. Then Jesus came doing both, and what did they do? They criticized him too. Their criticisms proved their own folly. See? The Today's Bible just gets it right. Stop letting perplexed water it down. Herod wasn't just confused, he was shocked. Let's see why that changes the story. Most Bibles say Herod was perplexed when he heard about Jesus, but the Today's Bible says he was dumbfounded, totally stunned. He'd beheaded John, and now people said John was back. That hits different, right? Dumbfounded captures Herod's guilt and fear, making the moment way more intense. Why does Today's Bible say recline instead of just sit down? It's not a typo. There's a reason. The first reason is because the Greek word for sit is not in this passage. The Greek word here means to recline. The second reason is that in ancient times, folks ate lying on their sides at meals. Think ancient dinner party. So when Jesus fed the 5,000, he organized a massive outdoor banquet, not just a picnic. That recline detail, it makes the miracle feel way more epic. Why are there not more people talking about how the Today's Bible translates Luke 9:29? Most Bibles say that the appearance of Jesus' face was altered, but in the Today's Bible, it says Jesus' face became visually different. Not just altered, but transformed in a way people could actually see. That makes the moment more vivid and real, visually different, captures the full impact of what happened. Little words, big difference. Ever notice that little word exit in Luke 9:31? No? That's because other Bibles miss it. What if one word could unlock a whole new layer of meaning in the Bible? Most Bibles say departure or decease, but the real Greek word means exit, like the Exodus. The Today's Bible gets it right, connecting Jesus' death to Israel's escape from Egypt. His exit means freedom, just like Passover. That's the big story. A paid release.